I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, sound like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, then 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 I hit.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone, go.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. As he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now looking to throw. Schultz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brought down at the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schultz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Schultz. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kickball pass is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. They try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
13-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Thanks The score, Vikings 10, Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield on first down. He's got it wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be second down.
It was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
This is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, a run from White. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Going on the ground, it's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They go with White on the counter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, White. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Schultz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Complete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Pass on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
And he is going to have a Bucks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And
1st down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is,
he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's White, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Mayfield's pass.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 39, Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Buccaneers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schultz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Puts it on. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
6-yard line.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Schultz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Let's go, let's go. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them the chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Final play of the half, Mayfield. The hitter here, it's complete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll hit his target, Claypool. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To Chase Claypool. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
And now they've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off the play fake. Schultz dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Schultz. He finds a man across the route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Vita Vea.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the gun, Schultz is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is gone. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, 30, 20,
Prime time, baby.
10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Down, Vikings.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Buccaneers, 31.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Schultz. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. Nice bombs away right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They're going option play on third down. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 4.
Here's Mayfield. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
A first down throw from Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucks have made this a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run the option on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He may try and run for this. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Bucks are able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 52, Buccaneers 45.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Take it in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Schultz able to connect to Mims. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Inside the 30. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they try the right side here. Down to the 25. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now a handoff
handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning. Great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go
rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a